This sports broadcast made possible by contributions from the following. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating and cooling needs, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service, visit them online at customheating.com. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time, shop online at rosenhyundai.com. Tom the Plumber, Inc. is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. The Windy City Bulls. For tickets and game information for the official G League affiliate of the Chicago Bulls, visit windycitybulls.com. Checkup, the Snapchat of basketball. Find and set up nearby basketball anytime, anywhere. Download the app in the Apple App Store today. And Buffalo Wild Wings. Visit their locations in Algonquin and Hoffman Estates for some award-winning wings spun in one of 21 sauces or dry rubs. Or try a tasty burger or wrap. There's something for everyone at Buffalo Wild Wings in Hoffman Estates at Route 59 and 72 or in Algonquin on Randall Road.
And we are back here in the Jacobs High School gym. It's the Hinkle Holiday Classic. I'm Brandon Giese alongside Patrick Harrion, and we are back for another game here. And we're going to have a good one. It's going to be the Rockford Jefferson squad taking up the Cary-Grove Trojans. I got to see the Cary-Grove squad, so I'm going to run you guys through some keys to the game if I think I know a thing or two about this game. I think Addison West could be someone to keep your eye on. He is only listed at 6'4", but when you work it into him, he does a very good job of getting the ball up and into the basket. I haven't got to see the Rockford Jefferson squad quite yet, but I'm looking forward to the opportunity to get them in for a game. We are just seconds away from the tip, and this game is brought to you by Custom Heating Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your comfort needs, heating or air conditioning, give them a call at 847-622-7483 or find them online at customheating.com. And we are just seconds from the tip. Tip is won by the Trojans, and here they come. That's going to be Beaumont Ferrix with the ball. Far side with it now. A dribble drive is not going anywhere. Right back to him, a mid-range jumper, no good.
I've already been able to notice from this drive, from the play, that Rockford is a good defending team.
Rimmed in and out on the jump shot. They're going to move it again back in the near corner here. That's Terry Ford.
They're putting a lot of pressure on Cary-Grove. Looking pretty good already.
At the top of the key, they swing it far side. That's going to be Dixon. Dixon gives it in. Garrett with a hook, and Garrett will score.
Saw a good ball moving on that play, and they passed it to who they wanted to, and they executed the play perfectly.
Beaumont Ferrix with the drive. He kicks it to the corner for three. No good. Rebound controlled by the Jayhawks, and here they come. Up the floor. That's Garrett. Dribble drive with the left. No good. Rebound controlled there. Frank Jakubisek with the rebound. That one is tipped up and no good and tipped out of bounds. There was a slight change in the starting lineups that was actually wrong on the board. Addison West will be coming off the bench today for the Cary-Grove Trojans, and Frank Jakubisek got the start. So they like to rotate those big men either way. I still would say keep your eye out for Addison West once he does get in the game, but Jakubisek does affect the game on the defensive side of the floor. He had a couple of blocks in that game that I got to see them. A jump shot up, no good. Rebound controlled by Garrett. And Myquion Garrett has been a man among boys so far inside. He's tough to guard at 6'4".
See, there's the offensive rebounds again coming into play as it has the two prior game. He got his rebound. He's able to shoot back up again.
And a steal here. They're going to go coast to coast. Terry Ford with the bucket. And quickly here, it is a 6-0 game in favor of the Rockford Jefferson Jayhawks. Leak out pass is completed. Up with the right and good is Benjamin Farrell. And quickly up the floor, here they come. Dixon almost turned it over. Instead, he gets it inside to Garrett. Garrett will put it up, and he will score. And McQueen Garrett is just lighting them up so far inside.
They seem to answer right back to that fast break, and they just answered the call after Cary-Grove scoring. Just answered it right back.
Sam Carhart down the lane and finishes with the left. They get it back in. The pace is very high. Horace Massey now with it. Oh, excuse me. That is actually Dixon. Garrett now. Tried to pass it inside, and that's going to be a kickball violation. Substitution off the bench. That's number 11, Jair Robinson. Garrett gets the inbound. He'll give it up. Powell will give it. They tried to work it inside to Garrett, and it was last touched by, I believe, a Cary-Grove foot.
It looks like they tried to do too much with that pass there. He forced it into that corner.
Inbound pass is tipped and taken by Beaumont Ferrix. Ferrix dribbles in, can't get anything going, gets it back out. Farrell misses. Farrell gets his own board and finally draws a foul. You know, you might say that so far the pace has benefited the Jayhawks, but by all means, the Trojans have not been outmatched.
No, as you see, the Jayhawks had a little bit of trouble with controlling the ball. They had a turnover. They had a turnover earlier in the game. It's helped Cary-Grove stay in it too. And it doesn't feel like they're out of it, but it feels like they're now back in because of all the turnovers that are caused by the tempo.
Farrell missed the first one off the left side of the rim. He's eyeing the second one. That one is up and no good, but Carhart does hustle for that board. They're going to say he was out of bounds, and the Jayhawks will take the possession. Just to let everyone at home know, the Rockford Jefferson Jayhawks are the ones in the black jerseys, and the Cary-Grove Trojans are sporting the home white jerseys. Now, no one is really at home except for Jacobs High School, but they get to wear different colored jerseys due to the distinction. Garrett now will give it up into the corner. They're going to fire for three. It looks good from our side, but it does fall short for Dixon. Here comes Beaumont Ferrix. He gives it up. That's going to be Jakubisic inside. He gets his own rebound. No, he gets another opportunity. And that time, Benjamin Farrell get the rebound. Ferrix for three. No good. Rebound there is tipped and controlled by Robinson, and they move it up quickly. Garrett, an up fake and a swing pass is tipped. Gets it to Garrett in the corner. He'll fire for three. No good. Rebound fought for and won by Garrett. Robinson now gets the ball at the top.
Notice with Cary-Grove is that they've had trouble shooting, and they're having a little trouble. Even though they are getting turnovers, they're starting to tip the ball. They're not actually getting control of it.
Dribble drive inside. They're going to reset. Pass to the corner, Robinson for three, good. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Jair Robinson. He's got his first bucket off the bench for the Jayhawks. Inside, they kick it out. Thought about it, that was Carhart. Called for the ball inside, but a steal. And here comes Terry Ford. Robinson to the far side, Dixon. Ford to Robinson in the same corner again, no good. Rebound control by Carhart.
Seems like they're trying to force the three-pointer instead of driving in, which I thought Jefferson would be good at driving in.
Ferrix is going to get a push against him. I believe that will stay on the floor. I wouldn't imagine they would get free throws out of this. As he was in a passing motion, they're actually going to give him free throws.
They might have thought he was, instead of passing it, they might have thought he was shooting.
Kind of a unique decision there to give him free throws out of that, but nevertheless, Ferrix toes the line. He puts that one up and in. Beaumont Ferrix, he's a 6-foot sophomore starting for the Trojans.
As you see here, Addison West has crept into the game after
There
a substitution.
is Addison West, the big man off the bench that I thought may be able to make an impact inside, and they quickly go to him with Garrett actually lighting them up on the other side. Here's Garrett, he kicks it out. Dixon, they're gonna say he traveled. Number 3, Delano Newble checked in for the Jefferson squad.
And number 1, Charlie Walsh, also stepped in for Cary-Grove.
Charlie Walsh off the bench. Here comes Newble down the lane. He gives it up. Terry Ford will get an easy bucket out of that.
Get a beautiful no-look pass in there and give it to number 3 and shoot.
Carhart gets it back off the pass. He'll give it up to West. Tried to get a pass inside. That's going to be picked off. Here comes Terry Ford the other way. He'll lay it up, and the foul. Terry Ford with the bucket and 1. And very quickly, this game could be getting out of hand, as it is 15-6 now, here with 1:42 left.
You're seeing Jefferson playing pretty good defense on that play. They're forcing the turnover. They had a lot of guys in the middle, and they just intercepted the pass.
Number 21 checked in for the Trojans. That's Ryan Rice. We also have number 4, James Dunner, in for the Rockford Jefferson squad. Minute 42 left. 16-6, as they did convert the and 1. That was Terry Ford. Be out of bounds. Last touch by number 0, I believe, is the number on that guy right there. And unfortunately, we do not have a 0 rostered on the roster that we were given to us. So unfortunately, we are unsure of who that may be. Rice inside, no good. Rebound there is controlled by Ford. He'll get it up quickly to James Dunner. A swing pass, another swing pass, and Dunner will fire from the corner. No good. Rebound controlled. The Jayhawks will reset. Swing pass, and they're going to say it was a block. They fired and hit nothing but the bottom of the net after the foul was called.
Right. They seem to be taking a lot of three-pointers, Jefferson.
Yeah, the 2-3 zone does promote that, but at the same time, they could try to work it inside. David Allert checks in for the Trojans, and Jakub Bisic also back in. So they've got the 3 biggest guys on their roster all defending the bucket now. 6'4" West, 6'7" Jakub Bisic, and 6'5" Allert. That's going to be a three-pointer put up, no good. Rebound is controlled by the Jayhawks. They're going to go again. Fired again, why not? Terry Ford for 3.
Well, now this quarter seems to be very one-sided.
Timeout
Jefferson
is called by the Cary-Grove Trojans, a much-needed timeout, I would believe. We're going to do our sponsor here. It's Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time. Shop online at rosenhyundai.com. 44 seconds remain in the quarter. And Patrick, what have you seen so far?
I've seen a lot of control by Rockford Jefferson. They're just in control of the game right now. They have dominated shooting, they've dominated defense, and they're just in control. They're just in control.
I think they've pretty much taken control of almost every aspect of the game so far. They've done a good job of shutting them down on defense and also working the ball to their shooters on offense, even though out of the gate, Garrett had 6 points in the paint.
Right. It seems like Jefferson is just driving and everyone's having trouble stopping them.
West gives it up. That's Jakub Bisic to bring it across the timeline. They're going with a bigger lineup. Charlie Walsh with it. Gives it up to Allert. Can't get much going here with the defensive pressure of the Jayhawks. That's going to be last touched by Ryan Rice. And in comes Garrett, and out goes the unfortunate unnamed player on the roster.
Jefferson's just putting a lot of pressure on Cary-Grove, and it just seems to be taking a toll on them. They're struggling to get points here at the end of the first quarter.
They're going to handle and hold for the last possession. Far side swing pass, Ford to Dunner. That's a new check-in, Isaiah Hill out there. Ford had it tipped. They got 2 seconds. They're going to throw it a half-hearted pass, but that's going to end the quarter, and that means we've got something special for you from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings is the place to bring the whole family for a great night out. We're nearby in ALGONQUIN and Crystal Lake with specials all week long. Enjoy 65-cent boneless wings on boneless Thursdays and Mondays. Get half-priced wings on Tuesdays. And stop by on Wednesdays for 99-cent chicken tenders and $1.49 kids meals. Sign up for our free Blaze and Rewards loyalty program. Earn points, get rewards. It's more of what you love for what you already love to do. It's all here at Buffalo Wild Wings in ALGONQUIN and Crystal Lake.
It's called check.
And we are back here in the Jacobs High School gym. It's the Rockford Jefferson Jayhawks taking on the Cary-Grove Trojans. I'm Brandon Giese, sitting next to Patrick Harrian. And we brought you the first quarter, and you know what? Rockford Jefferson brought it to the Trojans, absolutely dominating them in every aspect of this game.
And count defense, offense, everything. They're just, look at Terry Ford has 10 points. It's just he has outscored Cary-Grove by himself.
Terry Ford did actually have a huge impact on the Jayhawks' efficiency on offense. He made a couple of big shots from the corners and stuff, but overall, if you're the Trojans, something has to change.
You just got to take it by possession again. Try to get back in and claw back in by any means possible.
Move to a 3-2 zone now, trying to prevent the three-pointer. Pass to the corner, that's Terry Ford with it now. Have not seen a lot of 3-2 zones actually at a high school level, but it's a good call by the coach as they've been burned from three.
They see it as a possible way to prevent the three-pointer from happening, which has been their weakness. They had
Ford,
trouble with it last quarter.
Dribble drive, loses the ball. Almost gave Breasted a little too much contact, but nevertheless, they move it the other way. Benjamin Farrell inside, a good pass out. There's Breasted for three, that was tipped. Garrett now, moving quickly up the floor. He'll go right down the middle of the zone, kick to the corner. Dixon, a swing pass to Ford, he'll fire it, why not? Terry Ford, no good. Rebound, controlled by Breasted. A far long swing pass was intercepted athletically by Terry Ford. Garrett an up big, he'll go inside. Tried to finish, but did not. But there was some contact. He'll go to the line.
There was. You see now, you see Garrett's at the free throw point now. Giving Jefferson more unanswered points there. Unguarded points. Points that possibly could not have happened.
Jair Robinson checks back in for the Jayhawks, and Garrett toes the line for a second free throw attempt. They shoot it pretty well at the line as a team, 78% for the Jefferson Jayhawks, which does prove that they're pretty overall pretty good. They're a good squad.
They're good. They seem to be good at offense. We've seen them dominate on defense too. And if they can get the free throw to work.
Wow, that was an inventive inbound play that I have not seen ran actually before. I'd love to see it again if we could get it. They ran a bounce pass on the line to a different guy and inbounded it, something I really have not seen used. That was a good attempt there from Freriks, but he couldn't get it to go. Back into the lane, Garrett knifing them and slicing them up as he dices that bucket to the rim. There's going to be a foul called, and that's kind of a bailout foul as Freriks had an easy lane to the bucket.
They had the chance for another turnover there, and that probably would have been the final nail in the coffin of this match so far.
Did you see that inbound pass? That was pretty nifty.
I've never seen someone
do that
ever
before.
do that in any kind of basketball.
I don't even know if that's legal. They didn't call anything. Carhart to the bucket, and that will get them on the board here in the second half. Sam Carhart with an easy layup.
Maybe it's only legal in high school.
I mean, I know you can run the baseline, so essentially it's the same thing, but it's just odd, isn't it, you know?
It's different.
That's a three-pointer put up, back rim no good, rebound control by Carhart. That was Dixon for three. Bressett now will give it up to Carhart, and they will reset. Jakubisic a swing pass to Carhart. He tries to go right to the lane, but he does get pushed out of bounds, I thought.
There seems to be a little bit of panic with Cary-Grove, and I understand it with the way they're down 15. And they're starting to see panic and trying to do too much with the possession they have, when they really should be trying to just claw back.
Garrett with it. He'll swing it to the corner. That's Jair Robinson. Robinson will dribble drive down the lane, but get it to Dixon for two. No good. He gets his own board. Robinson was open. They couldn't get it to him. Bressett now. Bressett will give it up to Jakubisic. He's not afraid to go inside, and he'll get some contact, and he'll go to the free throw line with an opportunity to put him in double digits.
Now, in order to come back from this deficit, they need to make both of these free throws. Now, I know 13 is still a lot. It's a lot closer to come back than 15.
Back into the game is Terry Ford, and to the bench is Mike Powell. As Jakubisic knocked down the first one, that's his first bucket, or point rather, of the game. Jakubisic hits the second one and takes advantage, and there's a much needed timeout from the Trojans, possibly to realign the offense or defense. And this timeout is sponsored by our good friend Tom the Plumber. Tom is your local family-owned plumbing contractor. He's honest and affordable. Visit TomThePlumberInc.com for more information on him. And Tom's a good guy.
He's my man right there.
We've got 4 minutes and 52 seconds left in the second quarter. And so far, it's been all Jayhawks. But the Trojans aren't out of it. What are you saying to your guys?
If I'm the coach at Cary-Grove, I'm telling them, relax. You can come back out of this. Teams have come back from worse. Just relax, take it easy, work with what you have, and try not to do too much.
You just got to have a certain mindset, and that's possession at a time. Every single possession is its own matchup.
Right.
Win that matchup, and you'll win the whole thing, right?
And just make sure not to give up.
Here comes Dixon now. He'll toe the line and cross it. They're coming out with a trap pressure now. They work it inside quickly, and Terry Ford, you can't get one much easier than that. A turnover off the inbound, and Jefferson will take it back. Into the corner, Jair Robinson, a pass down the middle of the lane. Terry Ford, a double clutch scoop, no good. And they're going to call a foul there on Horace Massey.
It seemed like in an inbounds play, they just kind of forgot that Ford was there, and they threw it, and there he comes out of nowhere and just takes it, intercepts it.
Sloppy basketball there by the Trojans. They really need to value these possessions. Inbound goes to Frerichs. They have a leak out, didn't hit him. Frerichs gives it up to Farrell. Carhart to Jakubisic, and back to Carhart in the corner. Dribble, drive, spin move. They're going to call a walk there. He definitely did take a couple too many. And even on that possession, you can just see Frerichs is very undersized against number 24, Quillan Dixon.
He's 6'2", and the other guy's really short compared to him.
Garrett with a bullet pass to Horace Massey. He can't get it to go. A tip and a tip and a tip, and it won't go in.
You hear the bench of Jefferson getting
That's off a knee
awfully
of
loud.
a Rockford Jefferson player, and Carhart hit the floor awfully hard. They're going to send in Ryan Rice, but Carhart remains on the floor after it looked like his head might have taken a bounce off the to Wood. Either way, the Trojans inbound. Inbound goes to Frerichs. Back pressure from Garrett. He'll give it up to Carhart. There's Ryan Rice, fresh off the bench for three, no good. Rebound was tipped originally by Massey. We looked like Frank Jakubisic of the Trojans might have been able to reel that in, but he couldn't quite get a grip on it. So he'll head to the bench as Addison West checks in for him, and there's a good shot of Addison West. I've seen him work down low, and man, he can really make an impact in the post. I'd like to see them try to work it into him.
It seems like Cary-Grove that they have to just keep passing the ball until one guy does get open, because it seemed in that last play that after all the passes, the guy in the corner was open.
Ford for three, and why not? Terry Ford, have yourself a half, young man. That's 15. Charlie Walsh will dribble it over the half-court boundary line and work it over to Ryan Rice. Addison West at the top of the key will give it up to Farrell. Carhart, good pass inside, but it got tipped by James Dunner. And here comes Garrett.
The defense at Jefferson does just not give up. It is relentless.
Garrett right down the middle of the paint, and Maquan Garrett has himself another bucket. And they're gonna call that one out of bounds on Charlie Walsh. Man, the Trojans are having a tough time here against this very athletic Jayhawk team.
They just seem to be outplayed in every single category.
Into Garrett, right back to Ford. He thought about firing it, and man, at this point, why not? He's been shooting the ball lights out for the Jayhawks. They get it up to Jair Robinson. They're looking for a swing pass. They get it to Ford in the corner. Why not? Size it up, Terry, and he knocks it down again. Terry Ford will kill you from three, and they're just letting him continuously size up corner threes, and that's why he has 18 this half alone.
You gotta put a man on Ford.
Ford
Double
and
team him.
Garrett combined for 20 points, and the rest of the team has 13. That leads them to 33-10 lead over this Trojan team right now. Jair Robinson gets the rebound off of a wild layup. He'll cut down the middle of the lane and draw some contact from Addison West.
It has just been a struggle for Cary-Grove in this half.
In every aspect of the game, they have had a rough time. It's just unfortunate. I mean, this Jayhawk team is very efficient. Robinson got himself one of the free throws to go up, and we've just gotten word at the half. We got some replays to look at, so that's some exciting news for you fans and us here in the booth. Jair Robinson will hit another one. So it's a minute 29 left. 35-10 here in the Jacobs High School gym. It's a 20-point lead for the Jayhawks, and it doesn't seem like they're slowing down at all. They ran that same inbound play again.
There seems to be a little bit of confusion.
I think they called a foul, and now if my memory corrects me, you can't do that again now, because it's only when the ball goes into the basket that you can run on the baseline, and if you can run the baseline, you can pass it to a teammate like that. If you can't move on the baseline, you can't move it like that.
Huh.
Carhart, far swing. Charlie Walsh thought about shooting it. He really should have. Now he's trapped in the corner. He'll get it inside to Addison West, who had the ball stripped. A long outlet to James Dunner, and James Dunner will put that one up and in for two.
He had the opportunity, he just should have taken it. I mean, why not? You're down by 27 points.
A double dribble by Sam Carhart, and the wheels are really coming off of this thing for the Trojans.
They just continue to dig themselves into a bigger hole by the second.
3 replays at the half for us and the fans at home, and then you get to hear from one of our favorite sponsors. So that's stuff to look forward to in just 57 seconds. For now, you've got the Jayhawks possessing the ball, looking to widen the lead a little bit more. They give it back to Terry Ford, who's had a half to remember. They're going to call a foul there on Beaumont Frerick. Ford will inbound it, and there's 46 seconds left here in the first half of play. Antonio Hennigan checked in for the Jayhawks. He wears number 21.
It seems Jefferson is killing the clock at this point.
They want to get that last possession, which is a good idea for them. Plus up 30 or 27. They don't really want to push in on them, which is a admirable move. You got to fake the pass or else they can call you stationary.
Right.
That was almost a walk. Ford will knife it down the lane. He'll kick it to Robinson for three. No good. I think that went off of a white jersey, but nevertheless, we're going to go to the half, and we're going to take a look at 3 Windy City Bulls replays. Here's the first one. That's going to be a 3 by Terry Ford, and man, what a half he had. That's pretty well contested, and that just is absolutely knocked down for him.
He was just spot on for that shot.
Here's another three-pointer, and it looks like it's going to be a swing pass that goes to Ford again. This one, he had 2 guys coming over to contest, but it's just too late.
You can't leave Ford open. You got to have a man on him at all times.
And he's really feeling it. I mean, it's not like it's just luck for him at this point. And here's James Dunner leaking out on an easy fast break layup. Looks like he could almost put it down, but safe play is to lay it up there. All right, we're just going to give you something really quickly from
Buffalo Wild Wings is the place to bring the whole family for a great night out. We're nearby in Algonquin and Crystal Lake with specials all week long. Enjoy 65-cent boneless wings on boneless Thursdays and Mondays. Get half-priced wings on Tuesdays. And stop by on Wednesdays for 99-cent chicken tenders and $1.49 kids meals. Sign up for our free Blaze and Rewards loyalty program. Earn points, get rewards. It's more of what you love for what you already love to do. It's all here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Algonquin and Crystal Lake.
It's called Checkup.
Yes, sir.
And it's like the Snapchat of basketball.
Yes, sir.
Let the people know what that's like, man.
Check up Snapchat of basketball. This Sunday, December 17th, y'all go check that out, man. Download it. Any basketball event.
Oh my God. Cross queen, step queen, snap. Whoa, 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 get up,
They're looking for a swing pass. They get it to four in the corner. Why not? Size it up, Terry. And here it is. We are back here in the Jacobs High School gym. It's the Hinkle Holiday Classic. I'm Brandon Giese alongside Patrick Harrion, and we had a exciting half of basketball for one team and an unfortunate half of basketball for another. The Jefferson squad absolutely dominated all aspects of that game, and the Trojans, there wasn't much more they could do.
They were just shut down in defense, overpowered in offense, and they're just being outplayed.
Now, there is two halves of basketball for a reason, folks, and our color analyst, Patrick Harrion, is going to give you the keys for Cary-Grove to get back into this game.
Take it by possession, don't give up, and play like you're down only 2 points or a few points. Don't play like you're down 20, like they are now.
Yeah, exactly. I think that that's a good way to go about it. I mean, is it likely? Probably not. Is it possible? Yes.
Anything's possible.
So by all means, I wouldn't bow my head down and give up if I was a Trojan at this point. If I'm the Jayhawks, I'm doing exactly what we were doing before, but I think the Trojans can get back into this game. We'll see if they make any halftime adjustments. We're just a minute and 45 seconds away from the tip, and I'm going to give you an update on Rockford Jefferson's scoring. You saw Terry Ford. He had a great half. He shot the ball extremely well from distance, and he had 18 points at the end of the quarter, and McQueen Garrett had 12 as well, 6 from each quarter. So overall, those two guys really led the way on offense for the Jayhawks. Did you have anything from Cary-Grove? Who pitched in? I mean,
Yeah, Sam Carhart with 4, and then Benjamin Farrell with 2. Freaks with 2, and Jabusik with 2 as well.
They had a rough half, but everyone plays rough halves of any sport, whether it's basketball, baseball, football, or whatever it may be. You're going to go through a rough stretch of time. That doesn't mean it's over. The Cary-Grove Trojans are going to come out of the huddle here in a minute. The Jayhawks are setting up, and we're going to reset and bring you guys some live action Hinkle Holiday Classic. And as you can see, it is presented by Meyer. We have games here all day long. It's going to go all the way from 9 a.m. when we started all the way till 7:30 p.m. is the last tip.
What a day.
So it's a full day of basketball here in the Jacobs High School gym, and we still got 2 more days left of it too. So you got a lot of good basketball here presented on YouTube. And the inbound goes in, and it's going to be Freriks. The Trojans will have the first possession of the second half and the opportunity to set the tone for a possible comeback. They get it near side. That's going to be Carhart. Russ it on the far side. Works it inside. It almost gets tips away. Jakubisic puts it up, but does have some contact. And he'll go to the line. It looks like that the Jayhawks reset with practically the starters. Yes, they did reset with the starting lineup, as did the Trojans.
Now it's very important for the Trojans to get these 2 free throws, because again, it gets them closer and closer
And
to coming back.
what are the keys in high school basketball?
Free throws,
Turnovers.
offensive rebounds, and turnovers. The 3 keys to success.
Here comes Garrett. He's going to push it quickly up the floor. He gets it back and looks to set up their offense. Dixon will fire for 3. Rattled around every part of the rim and got a shooter's touch. And he gets on the board for the second half and for the Jayhawks.
There was that baseline play again on the inbound.
They keep going back to it, and you know, it is a tough one to defend. They're going to call a hold underneath on Dixon, and that was Farrell who was trying to get the position inside. Carhart to inbound. To get it into Frank Jakubisic, and that's definitely a travel. He took 2 steps without dribbling the ball at all. So it'll go the other way.
There is the turnover again.
A minute has been played here in the third. And Terry Ford will swing it to Dixon. He'll fire from the same spot again. Why not? This time he's not going to get the shooter's touch. And the ball will go to the Trojans. They will bring it up the floor. And the Jayhawks going with full court pressure even in this scenario. The coach from the bench here is very adamant, and you can hear him even through our big headphones. You can hear him saying, holding him, holding him. So he's got the energy to fuel a whole team. Let's see what him and his squad can do.
They really do need that energy to come back, 'cause they just seem like they're just down on themselves. The turnovers.
Bressett moves it in to Jakubisic. Last touch by him, and it's going to go the other way.
To see potentially another wasted possession in this game.
Dixon gets it back from Garrett, who is in the corner. Splits the double team. A pass to Dunner that was a very good one, actually.
A crazy no-look pass.
And James Dunner will get on the board in the second half.
Crazy no-look pass there. He was looking the other way, just threw it behind him, passed it to him, and he made the basket.
And here comes Terry Ford the other way. Terry Ford right to the rack, and that's going to give him 20. Terry Ford with,
have a day, kid.
Yep, 20 big points. A heave, and it's caught. They just missed Carhart on a cut. Farrell gets it stolen by
turnover.
Massey, and they'll go coast to coast. Excuse me, that was Powell. And here comes Bressett the other way. They'll give it up to Carhart. Freriks with it. Dribble drive from him. They're going to call a charging foul on Beaumont Freriks.
You see he was clearly setting that play. He just ran him right down to get the charge. And it seems that the struggle continues for Cary-Grove going into the second half of this game. Struggling scoring, struggling with defense and turnovers.
Terry Ford will move it to Dixon Swing pass to Garrett. Hill sides up a three-pointer. No good. Rebound tipped, but controlled by Terry Ford. And that's going to be off of Ford as Carhart hit it off of his knee. You heard Bressett down there on the sideline calling for Sam Carhart to look up because he actually had some space, but Carhart was not looking for the inbound pass at all.
A little bit of physical contact on that drive.
Bressett now. Sam Carhart to Benjamin Farrell. Inside, Carhart with an up fake. Gets some space and puts it up and in. That's Sam Carhart for two. Good defense by Carhart there. Garrett goes down the lane, kicks to Jair Robinson in the corner. That's a hop, step, and almost a travel. Dixon now for three. That will fall as well. Quillian Dixon for three.
Cary-Grove always seems to just they end up leaving one guy open on every play.
Quick pass up to Dunner, and he'll put that one up and in as well. James Dunner with the bucket.
Again, another forced turnover there. Cary-Grove just continues to dig themselves a bigger and bigger hole.
And it's unfortunate, too, because the Trojans are a good team, and they hustle hard, and they play very hard. It's just this Jayhawk team is just a lot to handle. A timeout call by Cary-Grove, and this timeout is brought to you by Checkup, the Snapchat of basketball. Find and set up nearby basketball anytime, anywhere. Download the app in the Apple App Store today. What a day of basketball here. Already getting kicked off, and there's still a lot more left to be played here throughout the rest of the day. Me and my good buddy Patrick Harrion are not going to be here to do the rest of them, but there is a full slate of games coming to you. I'm trying to find the schedule here so I can update you guys on what's coming up.
Game's all the way to 7:30 tonight.
Yeah, all the way to 7:30. So coming up at 1:30, you're going to have Kennedy, the team from the city, taking on the Marion Central Catholic squad. You're going to have the Crystal Lake South Gators versus the Grant Bulldogs. The Barrington Broncos will take on the Lakes Community Eagles. Prairie Ridge will face Bartlett, and the Golden Eagles, the host team, will take on Addison Trail at the Nightcap. So look forward to all that here. It's all going to be on YouTube, and we've got broadcasters in here all day long just bringing you guys some great basketball. The inbound comes in, and here they come left to right on the screen. It looks like they've brought back in Isaiah Hill. There he is right there. A swing pass to Terry Ford. And Patrick, what's the point in time as a Jayhawk coach you're thinking, all right, I'm going to take my guys out so they don't get hurt?
I would say after another possession after this.
I'm ready now. There's Dixon for three, and he hits that. And wow, that was a deep, deep three for Quillian Dixon. And you know, the way they play so intense. An injury is always possible. Something
Right.
as simple as a rolled ankle can turn into a high ankle sprain, and then you're missing a guy like Terry Ford or Garrett for the rest of the tournament.
I'd say, yeah, I agree with you. This is probably the point where you bring the subs in.
Hennigan's in, that's number 21. Terry Ford does take a seat. Number 31 checks in, Jordan Thomas as well.
It's not worth the risk of an injury, like you said, where it could potentially throw off your entire tournament.
Dixon inside to Thomas. Hennigan looking to try to get something going. They're going to get a jump ball. And that was Benjamin Farrell who tied him up. And you know, if you're the Trojans, though, you leave your guys in, you let them play it out. I mean, these guys.
You gotta play for pride at this point.
And who knows if they bring a full bench brigade in, you could get some serious stuff done.
And get some serious practice in too.
There's a shot that went short. They're going to call a foul on the baseline. I believe it was before a shot was up. And out goes the last starter, Quillian Dixon, and in comes number 3, Delano Newble. So now we are seeing the full brigade swap for the Jayhawks. And that's going to be a turnover forced by Thomas. Up quickly comes Hennigan. He'll walk into the lane, and walk is exactly what he did.
He like stopped and then he went again.
Yeah.
There's a good call by the ref there.
Farrell with the inbound. Leak out, Walsh. Charlie Walsh will get the inbound.
It seems like no matter who's in for Jefferson, they just Cary-Grove just can't catch a break.
Jakubisic will put it up, and that one will go. Frank Jakubisic is back on the tally sheet for the Trojans in the second half.
That was his first score of the quarter and half.
Robinson will give it up. A swing pass almost went errant, but it is reeled in there by number 13, Isaiah Hill. Thomas now, no good. And the other thing you like to see, just as a basketball fan, overall as a fan, is that every time that one of these guys that are on the bench get the ball and try to shoot it, the starters that are on the bench currently are cheering their teammates on, and that's something that like is promoting unity, because these guys probably don't get the minutes that those guys do. And having that kind of, you know, support from those guys is key as a unit.
It's a great sight to see in any sport. I've seen it in baseball where like a team, where a guy will come out who never gets field time, he'll get all at the bait, and the hit. And the amount of like support that the team gives them is just such a great sight to see. What makes sports so good.
A nice move there by Newble, and he's on the board for the game.
Like seeing Jefferson's bench stand up for the other team is just, it's a heartwarming thing to see.
In comes number 0, who we don't have a name for. I'm guessing it may be Jeremiah Jones, but I don't want to give him that title and name when it may not even be him. Addison West puts that one up and in for the Trojans, and the other way come the Jayhawks. Knifing down the lane is Hill. He gives it up. Thomas with it now at the top. Swing pass intercepted by Rice, and Rice goes all the way down the lane and misses it. Looked like he just took a step that was a little awkward for him and ended up missing the left-hand layup. Yeah.
It threw off his timing there on that play. You saw him; he was a little off balance when he threw it up. He was kind of going forward too much, and by the time he was throwing it up, the ball had too much force on it, and it just went around and out.
Knifing through the lane, a scoop layup goes for Newble. Newble with his second bucket of the half. Into the corner for 3. That was a very high arcing shot that just missed off the back rim. Rebound controlled by Addison West. He'll go up and he'll put it in. Addison West with 2 consecutive buckets for the Cary-Grove Trojans. Tyler Forney was the one who shot that high arcing 3 that I thought it was even going to hit the middle pole line here.
That's what I thought. I saw it going in. I'm like, is that going to hit the pole? And no, it was just, that was a very, very high arcing 3-pointer today.
There's going to be a foul on the Trojans. No one is in the bonus, so that's not going to affect this quarter at least, as there's only 0.3 seconds left on the clock. I would highly doubt a bucket would be scored at this point in time. Thomas throws it up, and he actually might have gotten it off. I don't know for sure, but we're going to check on a Windy City Bulls replay real quick. This is going to be a 3-pointer from way back from Dixon, and you know, that was a very deep 3, well contested by 2 guys, and that hit nothing but the bottom of the net. I wish we could see more of it, but unfortunately we got to send it to the Buffalo Wild Wings
to bring
commercial.
the whole family for a great night out. We're nearby in Algonquin and Crystal Lake with specials all week long. Enjoy 65-cent boneless wings on boneless Thursdays and Mondays. Get half-priced wings on Tuesdays. And stop by on Wednesdays for 99-cent chicken tenders and $1.49 kids meals. Sign up for our free Plays and Rewards loyalty program. Earn points, get rewards. It's more of what you love for what you already love to do. It's all here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Algonquin and Crystal Lake.
And we are back here in the Jacobs High School gym. It's the Hinkle Holiday Classic on YouTube. I'm Brandon Giese sitting alongside Patrick Harrion, and we have a game that is a blowout at the moment, but either way, we enjoy our time up here in the booth, and we are grateful for everyone that's down there in the production row, I like to call it, and everybody here that operates the tournament, the people who do the PA announcing, all the way down to the nurses who let us in. It's overall a great time to be here, and we're blessed to be able to broadcast basketball today.
It sure is a blessing. It's like a Christmas gift.
I look forward to it every single year. On the far side, the inbounder will be Ryan Rice, and the Trojans get it into Ferreeks. A good move from him, a scoop layup and a scorer. Beaumont Ferreeks gets it on the board.
Saw a beautiful crossover there that tricked the guy who was guarding him, and he just went past him and he scored the layup.
Same lineup is on the floor for the Jayhawks out of the quarter break. Thomas with it in the far side corner. He will give it up. That's Hill. Newble will dribble drive, give it up to the corner. Stutter step inside will go off the fingertips of Ryan Rice and ricochet out of bounds. Now back into the game is Horace Massey, a starting guard on this squad. He's a junior, 6'2", and I do not quite understand why a starter would be back into the game at this point in time, but this is why I'm an announcer and not a coach.
You could just, there's no point to put the starters back in. Even you're threatening an injury, a potential injury that could throw off the rest of your tournament.
The only thing that I might be thinking is that maybe Horace Massey has recovered from a recent injury, and they're trying to get him minutes so that he gets his legs back under him. But besides that, I can't quite put it together. Like he's trying to meet a certain minute requirement so that his legs and his, he's back to playing basketball.
Potentially could have had a off game last time. He's trying to get his mojo back.
That could be it too. Jakubisic went inside and missed, but he does go to the line on some contact, and that will put the home Trojans in the bonus. Coming back into the game is Newble, and to the bench goes Massey, so a very short stint. Maybe they were just trying to get Newble some water really quickly, and they put in...
You're trying to catch his breath.
Yeah, exactly. Just trying to get him a quick breather, and they got him back on the court. Jakubisic puts that one up and in. The first one falls for him. He'll put the second one up, and that will go as well. 5 points for Frank Jakubisic. A dribble drive penetration and almost a clean block. Just caught a little bit of the hand. And to the line goes Hill.
It almost looked like a perfect block, like he said. He caught him on the lower part of the wrist, it seemed. And with the amount of force that he put onto that block, just knocked him down to the ground.
Hill puts the first one up, back rimmed it. No good. Second one is up, and that one is good. 1 of 2 at the line for Hill. A back tap is successful, and they'll come down the floor the other way. No good there.
Almost fouled there, almost over his back.
Farrell will give it up to the corner. That's Ryan Rice for 3. That one will rattle home for Ryan Rice. And that is his first points of the game for Ryan Rice. Thomas for 3. No good. Rebound controlled there by Farrell. He'll give it up to Charlie Walsh.
Yeah, that high arcing three on the point that he scored there.
They knock it out of Jakubicik's hands, but he gets it back. Farrell on the floor gets fouled, but it does not matter because they are in the 1-and-1 bonus opportunity. So Benjamin Farrell will go to the line for 1-and-1, a 1-and-1 opportunity.
Senior Tyler Forney has come into the game for Cary-Grove.
First one is up, and that one is good for Farrell. Second one is up, and that one is good as well. 2 for 2 at the line for Ben Farrell. Hill now.
As this game draws to an end for Cary-Grove, you just got to look at it as just playing for pride at this point. Still do whatever you can to come back, but just try to just not give up and to see it as an opportunity to practice the game.
Sam Carhart wins the battle in a pile of defenders, and they will come the other way. Carhart to Allett to Bressett for 3. No good. Rebound controlled there by Allett. He'll get it back after missing, and now he's going to go to the line. Allett puts that one up, and he just rimmed out. Into the game is number 10, Mike Powell. He was also a starter for Jefferson. Allett puts the second one up and in. And here come the Jayhawks. Dribble drive, a wild layup thrown up, no good. Carhart will leak out with West and Forney, a hop, step, and a bucket, no good. West will get the rebound and put it right back up and in. And Addison West triggers a timeout from the Rockford Jefferson Jayhawks. And we've got a Windy City Bulls replay for you. Take a peek here. There it is. Nice 3 from Ryan Rice. And now, after the Windy City Bulls replay, we've got something from Tom the Plumber. Tom is your local family-owned plumbing contractor, honest and affordable. Visit TomThePlumberInc.com for more information on him. 57-31 in favor of the Rockford Jefferson Jayhawks. There's 4.5 minutes, just over 4.5 minutes left on the clock. And this one's all but over at this point, but for each team, there's something that you can take out of it. I mean, the Trojans, they are fighting hard at the very end, and they're having a good little push here, actually, to be dead honest with you. They've pushed pretty good in the past couple of minutes for the Trojans, and for the Jayhawks, they're getting their guys who may not be able to enter the game on normal days into the game and get some minutes and have some fun out there. So either way, this tournament's not over for either of these teams. They're going to be playing again tomorrow and after that, so got to look forward for each of them.
It's good to see that the backups are getting in playing time here. Getting the practice that they probably don't get.
Bressett gives it up to Carhart, and here come the Trojans off of a turnover. Into Addison West. He'll give it up to Bressett with a floater, and Luke Bressett hits that one. And the Cary-Grove Trojans are on a little bit of a run here.
Only down 26. No, 24, my mistake.
Inside to Thomas. He'll put it up and definitely drew a little bit of contact from Bressett. And to the line goes Thomas.
Now I would say they're there isn't much of a chance, but there could possibly be
They'd have to do
a little bit of a chance.
they'd have to go on a heck of a run. Had to shoot the lights out, that's for sure. Thomas puts that one up, and that one's going to fall for him at the line. Thomas puts the second one up, and that one will fall as well. Jordan Thomas gets on the board. They give it up. That's David Allert. Carhart gives it up to Luke Bressett. Carhart with a cut. Oh, couldn't finish it, but he had a good look at it. There's going to be a foul there on the Jayhawks.
I've noticed, even with the backup still in for defense for Jefferson, they still play a very, very tight defense. They still continue to put just as much, as not even more pressure on Cary-Grove.
They work it into West. He's got a mismatch, but he does get blocked by a nearby defender. Inside they go. No, they're not going to shoot it. I thought he was going to shoot a three there. And that's going to be last off of a Jayhawk.
Looked like the ref wasn't paying attention, and they almost hit him.
I think they're going to platoon swap here. Yes, they are. We're going to have Charlie Walsh as well as Avery Zintel check in with Tyler Forney, I believe. Out goes Carhart, West, and Bressett, normal starters for the Trojans. So their day will be done, and with 3 minutes left, each team's going to get to play people who might not see all the minutes that they get to on normal games. They'll get some time to get on the floor and show what they've got. That one's up and is good. That's going to be Antonio Hennigan with the bucket.
Jefferson still continues to put on that press.
West will swing it far side. That looks like Forney for three. Yes, Tyler Forney. Man, when he gets it and he can line it up, he does have a sweet shot. That hit nothing but the bottom of the net for Tyler Forney, and he gets on the board for the day.
He had near perfect form on that shot. It was perfectly lined up, executed perfectly, and with a perfect swish.
Charlie Walsh gets the ball off of a turnover from Thomas, and here come the Trojans. 2 minutes left here in the game. It's the Hinkle Holiday Classic. If you are just now joining us, it is the Rockford Jefferson Jayhawks taking on the Trojans, and they have gotten this one in hand. They've had it in hand for a while, and the Trojans and Jayhawks are giving their guys who may not be able to come into the game all the time some minutes, which is always nice to see. Thomas is going to miss that one. The rebound by Zintel, and he'll come up right to left. And he gets mauled by Mike Powell, who is actually the lone starter left in this game. Excuse me, I think Ryan Rice is also on the floor for, Cary-Grove. Oh, I thought he was a starter today. My mistake. My mistake. Zintel puts that one up, no good. Rebound, that's got to be over the back somehow, but it goes uncalled.
The refs possibly just don't want to extend the game longer than it should be. They might have a little leniency with the amount of fouls. Especially with that one, that was pure over the back.
That was black and like just literally here, point blank, over the back.
Wild pass somehow works there.
Ryan Rice with the steal. Gives it up to Avery Zintel. They try to move it inside. They can't. They eventually do. Allert will put that one up and in. That's an easy bucket for David Allert.
He now has 5 points on the day.
35 seconds left on the scoreboard. And the Rockford Jefferson Jayhawks will move to 2-1 as Cary-Grove moves to 1-2. Either way, there's a lot of basketball left to be played for both of these teams in this tournament, and it is not over just yet. Charlie Walsh will dribble drive, and he'll put that one up. I thought it was going to fall, actually, with the spin it had on it. Just rimmed out. Here's Mike Powell cutting down the lane. He'll put that one up, and that will not go. Justin Thomas got fouled, and it looked like Tyler Forney might have took an elbow or something to the eye. Hope that both players are okay. It's late in the game. We'd hate to see someone get hurt now with their just 7.5 ticks left.
Seems to be all right. He's walking it off.
First one is no good. Second one is up, and that one is no good as well. Rebound by Powell. He'll put it up and in. Mike Powell gets his first bucket of the game here in the fourth quarter. And that's going to do it here from the Jacobs High School gym. I believe we're taking it to a Windy City Bulls replay really quickly. Yes, we are. And we're going to take a look here in the corner. That appears to be Ryan Rice for a three. And this one rim rattles and in just off the front rim there. And that's going to do it for us here at the Jacobs High School gym today. For Patrick Harrian, I'm Brandon Giese. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you guys again tomorrow.
Buffalo Wild Wings is the place to bring the whole family for a great night out. We're nearby in ALGONQUIN and Crystal Lake with specials all week long. Enjoy 65-cent boneless wings on boneless Thursdays and Mondays. Get half-priced wings on Tuesdays. And stop by on Wednesdays for 99-cent chicken tenders and $1.49 kids meals. Sign up for our free Plays and Rewards loyalty program. Earn points, get rewards. It's more of what you love for what you already love to do. It's all here at Buffalo Wild Wings in ALGONQUIN and Crystal Lake.
This sports broadcast made possible by contributions from the following. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your heating and cooling needs, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service, visit them online at customheating.com. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time, shop online at rosenhyundai.com. Tom the Plumber, Inc. is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. The Windy City Bulls. For tickets and game information for the official G League affiliate of the Chicago Bulls, visit windycitybulls.com. Checkup, the Snapchat of basketball. Find and set up nearby basketball anytime, anywhere. Download the app in the Apple App Store today. And Buffalo Wild Wings. Visit their locations in Algonquin and Hoffman Estates for some award-winning wings spun in one of 21 sauces or dry rubs. Or try a tasty burger or wrap. There's something for everyone at Buffalo Wild Wings in Hoffman Estates at Route 59 and 72 or in Algonquin on Randall Road.